Hello and welcome to Weekly Weird News, brought to you by Cutting to the Bone in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. Check out our main podcast. I'm Ben. As usual, I'm hanging out with Mike.
Hello.
And Claire.
Hey.
And today we're going to take a dive into some of the weird shit we found on the net this week, in a segment we like to call Weekly Weird News, as I already said. Let's dive into some chat.
See what we come up with this week, boy.
Yeah. Here's one that's terrifying. Robot dogs now have assault rifles mounted on their backs.
It was always going to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It
was always going to happen.
Well, have they never seen Terminator?
I know.
Ghost Robotics and Sword International have teamed up to create a rifle-toting robot dog called the Special Purpose Unmanned Rifle, or SPUR. The system adds a 6.5mm Creedmoor rifle from Sword to one of Ghost Robotics' quadrupedal unmanned ground vehicles, or a QUGV. Either way, they've stuck a relatively high caliber machine gun on the back of a all-terrain robot fucking dog that can probably run about 20 miles an hour.
What happens if it just clonks its leg though? It could go, rolling out of control.
It could do, but there's no difference from any other soldier that could fall over and pull the trigger, is it?
And who's deciding the kill shot? The robot?
Well, I think at the moment it's probably...
Surely people will have
someone gets to say.
Xbox pads and that they're playing with their screens round them.
Yeah.
It's the ugliest sin that is, isn't it? It really is.
Have they not seen Terminator?
I know.
This is how it starts.
What's that big mechanical thing on Star Wars?
Big mechanical thing. Oh, an AT-AT.
Is
The
that what they're
walker
called?
thing.
The big walker. It looks like that with a bit of a bend in the legs, doesn't it?
Well, it's the baby version.
Yeah.
It's the proto AT-AT, isn't it? But these things are fast as fuck.
Yeah, capable of precision fire to 1,200 metres or nearly 4,000 feet.
Ooh, that's good, isn't it?
I'd say so.
Well, considering that I was trained to shoot at 600 metres, 600 yards even, as a standard rifle distance, your sights are set to 600 yards.
Oh, fuck, now we've got to work out yards into feet. I can't be doing that.
Oh, well, Boris wants you to, Mike. He's going to bring you back. He's going to bring back imperial measurements. He's going to cater to a fucking demographic that's going to be dead in 10 years, and the only fuckers that know it. Oh. But yeah, either way, 600...
How many feet in a yard?
12.
Is it?
In it? Oh, everything was 12s in that. 12 inches to a foot.
Metres, metres.
Metres?
Centimetres.
We work in both, don't we? We're fucked up, man. Yeah. We talk about height, we don't talk metres, we talk feet.
No, you see, with height and
Football
weight...
is yards.
Yeah, with height and weight, although I have started doing kilos, because when you lose more weight, it sounds better in kilos than it does in stones. You go, yeah, I done 2 kilos this week, and it's like literally like about 2 or 3 pounds, but it like sounds more, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For height, I do feet and inches, even, I never do metres.
Oh, I do metres now.
But then distance, I do, sort of miles still, I guess, but then like I use centimetres and metres.
But when you go swimming in the swim baths, you do 25 metres, you 50 metres.
Yeah, but the depth of the pool is measured in fucking feet.
Is it?
Yeah.
It'll have feet and metres on the side, yeah.
Well, bastard hybridisation of everything.
Yeah.
Well, the idea was that everyone who grew up using the old imperial measurements, they're all going to die out and we're all going to use the metric one. It's natural progression, isn't it? So you label them both. Or you just labelled it in inches, millimetres and centimetres.
When when rulers, they're just like, right, we're going to get rid of the inches. They're going to have to do that one day, aren't they? Well, not if Boris has his way, like, but...
Well, that's it, he wants them back. These things also, as well, they're going to be centralised command via virtual reality headsets.
It looks like he's playing it on some sort of like a PSP.
Yes, yeah. Basically handheld PSP virtual reality. These things are just
So it is humans to target it then?
Yeah, it is.
Something.
You're basically playing card with a robot dog, but how long before they become autonomous? Well, not autonomous, how long before they're acting on their own programming?
Well, that's a big question, isn't it? Whether they will or not. I guess in time they would.
I don't like it. I don't like giving robots guns.
No.
I think if their batteries can always run out, I think it's not an issue really. It's when they've got infinite power.
They've got
Infinite
robots.
power!
They've got robots now that can consume living matter as fuel.
Right, okay.
So you're going to have flesh-eating robots?
Yeah, basically.
Human flesh-eating robots,
I
probably.
thought they only made them sort of like little nanobots, aren't they? The little flesh-eating ones, no?
Then you've got the nanobots that could devour you in a second, or swarming into your bloodstream and just eating you from the inside out.
Yeah.
It's terrifying!
Doomed!
Don't give robots guns, is the point of this article. Especially robot dogs. So as soon as I see a robot dog, I'm be like, ah, look at that robot dog. And then it's going to shoot me.
It doesn't look like a dog though, does
It's going to lure me into a false sense of security.
Looks very military.
Yeah, but what if they start making them look like dogs?
Yeah. There's a Black Mirror episode about that.
Yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah.
Which is chased by robot dogs with guns, yeah.
No, I haven't seen that one, but still, I don't like
Yeah,
it.
pretty frightening. Hello, what's this? I have threesomes with God. It's the best sex of my life and gives me heavenly orgasms.
Threesomes?
Jeez.
Jesus there as well.
Fucking rack.
No, her husband's there.
Oh.
Nita Marie, 45 from Colorado, admits her husband isn't always aware that the Lord has joined them in the bedroom, but insists they get it on at least twice a week.
Hey!
Oh, that's it. Stick your finger up my arse. Hang on, that's not your finger.
Oh God, oh God, oh God.
I think that's what this is. I think she's just screaming, oh God.
A Christian OnlyFans model claims she has regular threesomes with God. It's the best sex she's ever had.
Good for her.
Saying a prayer before they get down to business, Nita says it has improved her orgasms and her sex life is now the best it's ever been.
Wow.
When you invite God to be a part of sex, you change the act from something purely physical to something sacred and spiritual, she explains. I've been asking him to join me and my husband since the very first time we made love.
Is that not just maybe her husband's not up to scratch? Maybe he's not satisfying her as much as he should. This is a coping mechanism.
Maybe.
It's fantasy, isn't it?
No, it's God, damn it.
You just blasphemed.
Shit. God damn.
Well, that's fantastic. God told us to carry on stripping.
Isn't
course
that
he did.
OnlyFans, isn't it? They can pay to see you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sort of like cam work, isn't it? Camera work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cam girl sort of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. But literally anyone can set up an OnlyFans account.
And you can follow anybody.
Well, if you pay, yeah.
Yeah. Watch them have sex and everything, yeah.
I don't think you can fuck them.
You can't, but you can watch them have sex.
Oh yeah, you can watch them do the stuff they're not going to give away for free. Damn you, OnlyFans!
Well, they do put some stuff on Pornhub for free, I'm sure.
You probably do. The samples, but samples not the same. Like I like a storyline. But her husband doesn't even know God's there. It's like, I feel sorry for her husband. I feel like he's a bit of a cook.
Oh, I bet he
It's
was...
like, you're fucking me, but God's getting me off.
Imagine not knowing about it all. He just picks up the mirror and says his missus, and he's just like, the fuck?
Wait, she does OnlyFans?
Yeah. When he's at work.
It's funny what it is, but hey, there's good money to be made, apparently. I'll start doing it myself. Just give me dickheads and OnlyFans and see if they don't give me a quid.
You're optimistic, a quid.
It's worth at least a quid.
Moving on. Right. If you go down to the woods today, well, the Lake District, you might find an abandoned tea for two. Photographer Ashley Cooper said that when he first found the table and chairs about 300 foot, here we go, 91 metres away from the path, he thought it was an art installation.
Right.
Pictured here is 2 chairs, table,
Cake stand.
cake stand, looks like some sort of wine, a couple of plates. And on closer inspection, he thought the half-eaten food and glasses of fizz were abandoned by a celebrating couple or something.
Ooh.
So Mr. Cooper said, above the Blartarn, where's that? Bleatarn?
I suppose just like a region of the Lake District.
Right, okay. Was probably left by somebody from the Instagram generation.
Yeah, Mr. Cooper sounds like a boomer to me. You bloody Instagram generation.
Probably an influencer, isn't it? They're probably saying, "Oh look, I'm wherever, somewhere exotic, having tea, and it's just in the woods behind their house."
Yeah.
So, you know the shit they do, like to make it look like they're on a jet.
Yeah.
Yeah. They get a toilet seat.
Yeah.
Put it next to them. Have like a glass of champagne and stuff on it. And sit back in a reclining chair. It looks like they're on a plane. And it's just a toilet seat.
Never.
Yeah.
And if they want to be in a pool, they get like a 10-foot pool like mine. Get somebody on a ladder above, yeah, and take a picture like on a sunny day.
Mm.
But they're only really in a kid's pool in the garden. I think.
I don't know. Yeah.
Probably.
Probably if they're getting a toilet seat.
Yeah. Honest, it's mad.
Just to
It's all
keep
fake.
just to keep up the look of jet setting,
Yeah.
this and that.
It was even a job.
Oh, it's so bullshit. It's so bullshit.
I mean, it's just like, I'm an influencer. Well, you're influencing people to be dicks, clearly. There's more dickheads out there than ever. Stop influencing people.
They're just being controlled by companies to flog their fucking shit. That's all it is.
Yeah.
But it's all fake. The whole thing is just fake. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And of course people are thinking, look at these having the time of their lives and that, and my life's depressing, and no wonder fucking suicide's through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Young people.
Oh, you see that fucking restaurant in London, that Salt Bay restaurant?
Oh, that's come under some criticism for
So-
£150 burger or something, hasn't it?
Someone went and couple went. Anyway, the bill was something like 37,000.
They did have quite a few bottles of champagne and some vintage wine, but...
But the steak was like 1,200 quid.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
And all this guy's famous for is fucking sprinkling salt in a really fancy way. And he's opened this restaurant and he's a Turkish guy. I mean, you know what? I say all power to him. If someone's fucking prepared to pay you 1,200 quid for a steak you've sprinkled a bit of fucking gold dust on, right, in a fancy way, then all power to you, because if there's some idiot out there willing to part with that much money, take it off him. Take it off him.
Sick, doesn't it? It's people using food banks.
Yeah, and then you've got cunts going and spending 40 grand on a fucking night out at this fucking fancy restaurant that charges... It's ridiculous, mate.
I couldn't do it.
Even if I was rich, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'd still be happy with an Uber Eats Mackies. Or go with the spoons. Get a beer and burger.
I'll get the fucking spoons. I'll draw the line somewhere.
Beer and burger, Mike. Can't knock it. Yeah, he's a twat, but it's a fucking... I've never had a bad meal, and it's... You know what you're getting.
I couldn't do it. I'd be ashamed. People starving and a fucking $1,200 steak.
Oh, thank God for that. You thought you were saying about 8 quid for a beer and a burger. I'd be ashamed to have a beer and a burger for 8 quid. Are you mad?
I think this has been a...
Eat the stale ones at the bin for free.
Oh, you've gone out with your pack of urban foxes.
I think this has been a sort of, a moonlight feast for this couple.
Yeah.
And then they've gone off and shagged, and they'll be like, they'll be back for it maybe.
I don't know. I mean, someone's definitely drank at least one glass of champagne, and someone's only had half.
Yeah. It may have been like, I don't know, anniversary or something, and then there's something romantic. But it's probably just an Instagram thing where they faked it. They think they're, look at us, we're somewhere exotic, having champagne, and it's bollocks, isn't it?
Yeah. It's creepy though. I mean, it's like almost like a bit Mad Hatter-esque, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like if... I guarantee you someone did some kind of Alice in Wonderland thing, maybe too. Could be, like you say, it could be the couple doing their little thing. It could be very well be an influencer, or it could be just
yeah.
Someone doing a Mad Hatter photo shoot.
Yeah, I was thinking photo shoot.
Should we move on then?
Move on.
I've just seen this headline, my God. This is an Irish paper, I'm guessing, Sunday World.
Yeah.
Murder trial. Woman who killed man and cut off his genitals says she was inhabited by the spirit of Princess Diana. I always said she was nuts.
I don't remember her being a cock-cutting crazy bitch. What's going on?
She loved a cock or two, did Diana?
Yeah, didn't cut him off though.
She may have, you don't know.
No, she was far too nice for that.
Oh, she wasn't. She wasn't a saint.
I thought she was quite well spoken and very, very gentle in her manner.
She was, but she was no bloody saint, same as the rest of them. She loved.
She was lovely.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you were in love with Diana.
Yeah.
You know, do you think Harry's Charles's baby? Come on. James
I think
Hewitt.
she's the best of a bad bunch, let's put it that way.
Yeah, I don't think she's a baby-eating lizard.
You don't know that, she's part of the aristocracy. Anyway, okay, oh my God, this is fantastic. A Kenyan woman who was pleaded not guilty to murder by reason of insanity told psychiatrists that she was inhabited by the spirit of Princess Diana, who helped her fight a Kate Middleton plot to endanger Prince William and other members of the royal family, a trial has heard. That is one of the best sentences I've ever read.
Wow.
The ghost of Princess Diana took me over because Kate Middleton was planning to blow up the royal family. Oh, that is amazing. A consultant psychiatrist yesterday told the Central Criminal Court that the accused, Grace Miano, 53, was, in his opinion, possibly the most floridly schizo-affected person he'd ever met.
Oh dear.
She's definitely having some ideas of grandeur, isn't she?
Just a bit.
The trial had heard that Miss Miano told Gardaí, as the police, that she killed a man who she lived with to protect Prince William and cut off his genitals after death to protect women. Well, I'd say that's shutting the stable door after the horse is bolted, isn't it?
How did she kill him then? I assume that he'd bled to death through the penis.
No, she cut the genitals off after death.
Exactly, so how's he died?
Well, maybe we'll find out.
But how's that gonna...
This is in Dublin.
Is it?
Yeah. So was the Gardaí, the Irish police. Yeah, she's in Dublin. County Dublin, Foxrock, County Dublin.
Wonder what her accent's like.
Miss Miano was also known as Margaret Sloan, which is a bit more Irish, I guess. Prosecution counsel James Dwyer told the jury that it is the defence's case that Miss Miano suffers a schizoaffective disorder, that she did not know her actions were wrong, and that she was unable to refrain from her actions at the time. Wow, well, it gets quite dark here, where she says that she tells her defence counsel she could remember being raped throughout her life, and that she could remember a rape as far back as when she was 13 months old.
Jesus, that's probably going to cause mental problems, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you remember from 13 months old, though?
I don't know.
I don't know. She said that she's been raped and beaten regularly since she moved to Ireland in 1989, and alleged that the deceased was one of the men who raped and beat her. But then she goes on to say that Miss Miano believed that Dr. O'Connell says that Miss Miano believed that British royal Kate Middleton arranged a plot that resulted in the defendant's children being taken from her in 2013.
What?
He says that Miss Miano believed that Ms. Middleton had visited her in different guises, but the defendant knew that these people were Miss Middleton by the way they shook hands.
Shapeshifter.
Oh. He said...
Want to eat her babies?
Oh. Miss Middleton abused her, and that the Duchess had arranged to kill her and members of the British royal family by hiring a homeless person. Miss Miano told the doctor it was her duty to protect the royal family, especially Prince William, and that Princess Diana would inhabit her body to do so. The killing of Mr. Mzoma, Miss Miano told O'Connell, was carried out by the spirit of Princess Diana when inside the defendant's body.
So it wasn't really her, it was Princess Diana.
Princess Diana killed him.
Yeah.
Miss Miano also told the doctor that Prince William's life was in danger and that she was his secret girlfriend and fiancée and sometimes son.
Hey?
What?
There you go.
Bizarre.
Secret girlfriend, fiancée and child. Wow, that is impressive.
That means Prince William's fucking his own son. Pretending it's his girlfriend. In her head.
What?
I don't know. Dr. O'Connell told the court the accused believed Prince William would send a text and that a noise on her phone alerted her to his protection of her.
Let's have a look then. That's what it'd be like.
And the witness said that Miss Miano admitted to killing Mr. Mzoma, but she believed her drink was spiked on the night in question.
Oh, fucking hell.
He suffered 65 external wounds to his body, including the removal of his genitalia post-mortem. Dr. O'Connell goes on to say that she was intensely psychotic and suffered with mental dysfunction, and that is, in his opinion, she was not in control of her actions at the time of the killing, and that a not guilty verdict by reason of insanity was an appropriate one.
I'd say so at the time.
Dr. Wright told Mr. Dwyer that Miss Miano had hallucinations of soldiers in black ordering her to kill Mr. Mzoma, and had told the doctor that Princess Diana told her to do it. Told her she did it.
Ooh.
And now she's in the Dockass Centre for Women. She reads religious material and said that God told her to observe penance for the killing by not washing or eating for a week.
Is that all?
That's it, yeah, you're off with it. Don't wash or eat for a week. Psychiatrist said Mrs. Miano suffered from religious persecutory beliefs and believed she was on a mission from God, and her arrest was due to a conspiracy to prevent her from providing protection to Prince William and Prince Harry and from fulfilling her religious mission. Oh God, she just gets crazier.
Yeah.
I mean, hit with a poker. She hit him with a poker. 50 odd times. Well, Princess Diana hit him with a poker 50 odd times. That is one of the craziest things I've ever heard. And one of the finest paragraphs I've ever read. Without doubt. That is amazing and tragic.
Definitely.
Let's not forget the tragic. Still,
And
I think we should end the show there.
Oh no, it gets weirder.
Okay.
People are lodging nicotine pouches in their buttholes and foreskins for a buzz.
No.
Oh.
Young people in Scandinavia are placing nicotine pouches meant for inside the upper lip in their buttholes and foreskins to see if they feel its effects. Some users say their nicotine cravings disappeared, while others say they only felt burning sensations and got rashes and swelling.
I bet you did, you twat.
It's a burning. There's a burning in my rectum.
Have you ever had a nicotine gum?
No.
Tried it?
No.
Well, you're meant to chew it a bit and then place it on your gums and sort of let it, and it does tingle a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised if they. This is just.
Yeah, nicotine pouches called snus in Scandinavian countries are typically placed inside the upper lip. They may seem like a safe alternative to smoking or vaping. It comes with their own risks, including skin irritation, addiction, and gum disease.
Well, of course, addiction. That goes without saying, doesn't it?
Has anyone tried a nicotine patch?
No, I've never tried any of that. Whenever I have stopped smoking, I've just quit.
I've tried a nicotine patch. It sent the whole arm red. I don't know if it was the sticky stuff on it or the actual nicotine going in through the body, but it you know, not good.
I'll tell you what, I did vape for a bit actually. Then I got bored. And I realised that they're just more hassle than cigarettes. Gotta buy the liquid, or I've cracked my tank, I've got to have a new tank for the me wires burn out, I've got to replace that. You're like, oh fuck it, I'll just buy some backy, it's easier. It's easy doing maintenance on the thing I've got to smoke.
Yeah, Danish health expert Charlotte Römer said she'd heard a similar story from a patient. They got drunk and one forgot to take out the nicotine pouch again. The next morning he woke up and his penis was red and very swollen and hurting.
Don't stick it there. I mean, fucking... Right, Mike, I'm sorry Claire, this is going to be a male conversation for a couple of seconds. Mike, would you do anything to risk your penis unnecessarily?
Definitely not.
No. I'm not putting anything in there. I'm not putting anything next to it. No. It's very valuable to me.
Yeah.
Claire's just nodding. Yes,
Yeah,
yes. I also like penises.
I wouldn't have put a nicotine piercery up my vagina either.
That's true. Why would you? Or up your butt? Why? What do you think it's going to do? Use it as it was intended. Just stick it in your upper lip and accept you might get a bit of irritation. Or just have a cigarette. Whatever. Oh, God. Why have people got to put stuff in strange places all the time?
Beats me.
Okay. Undercover cops posing as drug buyers arrested by undercover cops posing as drug dealers.
Hey!
A huge mistake led police officers arresting each other. Undercover police went to Detroit and posed as drug dealers. However, thanks to a mess-up, another police group thought that they were real drug dealers, and so they raided the house in what turned out to be one of the most embarrassing things ever seen in the department.
They're lucky that no one died.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. The incident occurred when officers from the 12th precinct in Detroit went undercover with the purpose of pretending to be drug dealers so they could arrest buyers. 2 buyers went to the house where they pretended drug dealing police officers, but there were actually police going to undercover to arrest people selling drugs. It's a mouthful, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
They were from the 11th district of the... Oh, so they were the next one along.
Ah, so there's no communication, is there?
Yeah. They began to search the place, and when they arrived, they were wearing body cams that captured the whole incident of the officers fighting and punching each other. It was said the whole incident turned out to be something like you would see on the Keystone Cops silent films.
Oh yes, I'm aware of the Keystone Cops.
I'm not actually.
It's like really slapstick.
Is it?
Sort of very much like that. Like they've got the old, you must have seen it. You probably have seen it in some way. The old police running in lines with the trunnions going, oi, 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 oi.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, except silent, where it's like. And then they just all running around doing the waving a truncheon.
Yeah. Recently I went back and watched some of the old Laura and Hardy films.
Yeah.
They're not too bad.
Why were they always in bed together? That's all I want to know.
I watched one where there's like a piano, they're trying to get a piano up the stairs in this house, and in the end they just trashed the house completely. It's quite good.
Can't be a bit of slapstick sometimes.
Well, after all this money has been wasted on both of these, now there's an investigation into the why this has happened. So it's just chucking money at it all the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just legalise it, get fucking over with, for fuck's sake.
Well, we just finished watching The Wire, haven't we?
Yeah.
Gone to The Wire again. Well, I watched it the first time, I'd watch it again. And when they actually had what they called Amsterdam, in it's like an abandoned part of the city, like go there, keep all your drugs selling there, and your drug taking there, and the police won't bother you.
No violence there though.
No violence, or you will
you
will be arrested. And he just took it from the streets to this abandoned area where
all the crime went down,
but they still fired the guy because we can't be seen to legalise drugs. And they fired him.
They had health workers and everything, didn't they? They were giving out free needles and condoms. They were like, they couldn't believe it because they're like, we can't reach these people. Do you know what I mean? The charities and that, it's really difficult to get to these people, you know.
You put them in there.
But they're all in one place, so we can get there and give them all the help they, you know.
All the help they need,
yeah. And it was mad. All the crime went down, and the bosses were like...
Didn't it show something like a 43% drop in drug-related crime or something like that? And they're like, well, that's amazing, but...
How have you done it?
How have you done it? He's like, well, I just basically put them all in one area and told them they can do what they want as long as there's no violence. And I'm like, what?
You legalised this son of a bitch, just legalised drugs. But it worked.
It did.
It's just madness. It's just a game they play. They call it the game. I know it's a game. It's just a game of cat and mouse between them and the police.
Well, it's who brought the drugs in the first place? The fucking CIA. You know, I mean, that's not even a conspiracy theory. The CIA literally introduced crack into the inner cities. They have been proven to be trading weapons for drugs. And, you know, You created the problem.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
It's crazy, isn't it? And then you've got police. I mean, in the 80s, 2 police shot each other in the article. You're like, oh god, it is a game. You know, it's a game. It's cat and mouse, and one side's going to try and outsmart
Well,
the other.
you'd have thought that there would have been a boss over both of them precincts and the same one that happened in the 80s.
Well, there is, but they kept it under.
Thing is,
Well,
those
they'd
two
have known that both precincts were doing, you know, so...
Well, there might be reasons for that. I mean, obviously undercover operations have got to be fairly secret. So it's like it's like the boss and a couple of people, other people know, but if they've strayed into 12th District's territory and 12th Precinct's territory and he hasn't told 12 what's going on,
Yeah.
or they might just simply rather they fucking hate each other. You know, you can say, oh yeah, all the police forces and all that, they're so professional, but people still fucking hate one another.
Yeah,
You know, if you think,
rivalries, isn't there?
yeah, if you think the guy in the precinct next door is a dick and an arse-kissing career man, then you know, fuck him. I'm not going to tell him what I'm doing. I'm not sharing information with him. He's a dick. It happens. It happens more than anyone cares to admit. And on that bombshell, I've been Ben. Thanks for listening. You can follow us on Facebook at Cutting the Ball in the PTA, on YouTube we're Apocalypse Ball. You can find us on Spotify, and we'll be providing links for different things soon, different platforms soon. But we're on pretty much anywhere. You can find a podcast under Cutting the Ball in the PTA. I've been Ben. Thank you for listening, and don't put nicotine in. Don't put anything inside any orifice that it's not supposed to go in. Now I know that anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. But people just don't do it. Stop doing it.
I mean, Mike, thanks for listening. Peace out. May the force be with you.
And I've been Claire. Don't be a sad case influencer.
Yeah.
You just think, it's just bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and also the ghost of Princess Diana's not telling you to cut people's balls off.